Storm on the Island by Seamus Heaney explores the relationship between humans and nature, highlighting the power of natural forces and human vulnerability. The poem describes a rural island community that builds strong houses to withstand the relentless storms. However, despite their preparation, the storm remains unpredictable and overwhelming. The poem can be read literally, as an account of a violent storm, or metaphorically, as an allegory for political conflict, particularly the troubles in Northern Ireland. Heaney presents nature as both a source of power and intimidation, forcing the reader to consider human insignificance in the face of uncontrollable forces. One of the central themes in Storm on the Island is the power of nature. Heaney presents the storm as an unstoppable force that dominates the landscape. The poem's opening line, "We are prepared, we build our houses squat," suggests human resilience, yet the storm's violence ultimately challenges this confidence. The description of the wind as exploding comfortably and spits like a tame cat turned savage highlights nature's unpredictability. Something seemingly harmless can suddenly become destructive. The use of military imagery, such as bombarded by the empty air, suggests that nature is an attacking force, reinforcing the theme of power and human vulnerability. Another significant theme is isolation and exposure. The poem emphasizes how the islanders are alone, without trees or natural barriers to protect them. The line "no trees, no natural shelter" highlights their exposure, making them more vulnerable to the storm. The first-person plural pronoun "we" suggests a collective experience, showing that this is a shared struggle. However, despite the power of the storm, the poem suggests that fear is often rooted in the unknown. The final line, "It is a huge nothing that we fear," implies that much of their anxiety comes from anticipation rather than actual destruction, linking to the theme of psychological conflict. The poem is written in blank verse, unrhymed iambic pentameter, giving it a natural, conversational rhythm that reflects speech. The lack of stanza breaks mirrors the relentless storm, creating a sense of unbroken tension. Enjambment is used throughout the poem, with sentences running across lines, mimicking the continuous force of the wind. The use of caesura, "you might think that the sea is company," exploding comfortably down on the cliffs, disrupts the rhythm, reflecting the unpredictable nature of the storm. The structure reinforces the overwhelming power of nature and the instability it creates for the islanders. The personification of nature reinforces the idea that humans are powerless against natural forces. Heaney's Storm on the Island is a powerful exploration of nature's dominance and human vulnerability. The poem's military references creates a tense and dramatic atmosphere, making the reader feel the storm's force. Whether read literally or as a metaphor for conflict, the poem ultimately reminds us of nature's unpredictability and our fragile existence in the face of its power.